Hey everyone, hope you're having a great trading day. Welcome to Trade with Rob, brought to you by wealthbuildershq.com. This update is for Thursday, the 2nd of May, 2024. With that, as we do get started, keep in mind everything we look at is for education. Nothing's meant to be advice or recommendations. If you find something, anything that you like, make sure it fits your own personal risk profile and risk tolerance before ever taking on that trade, that setup, or the indicator. All right, let's go jump in. I want to start with the S&P 500. So we had a bounce. We gave back the bounce after the Fed speak today. I don't know. I don't like it. I mean, it was good news, but overall, the pattern, yes, we're bullish from where we were, but we're in a bearish bias right now. So we're sitting right near that 50-52 level. I would look for a rollover down to that 5,000. If we do break up, it's got room up to the 8, which is 50.63, and then it's got the 21, which is 50.88, 89, and then 51.32. So we definitely have some room to go, or some stopping points to go on the upside. Downside is pretty straightforward, 5,000. All right, so let's look at our candidates in alphabetical order. No special anything else but alphabetical. So if we're looking at BX as our very first one, I like a lot where BX is right now. We are in a true bearish bias right now, which means I prefer, my bias is to trade it down. So how would we do that? Okay. So first and foremost, let's actually scrunch this down a little bit so you can see the next line. Got it. All right. First and foremost, what I'd be looking for is I'd want to see a break, that 116.36, retest and fail. That's the entry right there, right, as it fails. 111.06 is my support. So right about 112, 112 and a half, 113, you'll decide the exact where. But somewhere up above that 111.06 will be your target. Don't make it too close. If you try to get down right at 11.06, 111.10, 0.1, you're way too tight, right? Give it a little bit of wiggle room in there. All right, candidate number one and done. Chipotle Mexican Grill. No, not CMG, CME. Right? Like some Chipotle though. Actually, as a trading company, I love them to death. They are awesome. Let's get the entire fib in here first. So older fib, we are in a true bearish bias right now. And I have some upside potential. Well, actually, hold on a sec. I didn't do the upside. I said I prefer the downside on BX. On BX, bounce off the 116 and move up. I would draw a hard line in the sand at whatever the closing price of the 8 moving average is. Right, we still have about 10 minutes left till the market closes. Right now we're at 120.38. I would literally draw a hard line there, assuming that's where our close is tonight. And then that would be my resistance. And just below that, so if we're looking at 120.38, I'd be looking at 119-ish as target on the upside. All right, now let's go to CME. Okay, and once again, we'll get the whole fib there, so I'm not confusing you too much. A little bit maybe, but not too much. So we've got a true bearish bias here. Like it a lot. So what do I want to see happen? Retest the 209, fail. 202 is our support, 202 and a half. So right about 204-ish is going to be your target. The upside move, I wouldn't do it. Why? Because I'm going to draw a hard line on the 8. The 8 right now is at 210.61. I'm going to get a bounce off 209 and a quarter, which means I'm looking at 210 and a half to get in. I got 210 and a half to get out. So there's not enough movement to the upside. I like them best when they have both directions to move. This one is singular in direction. One, downside only. Last and certainly not least, Mr. Softy. Still hear those bells in my head. Microsoft, MSFT. We are in a bearish bias on Microsoft. Right? We've actually pulled back quite a bit in the last few minutes. So I could trade this in either direction, but right now the only way I'm really interested in it is move up to the 400 level and fail. 384 is support. So right about 386, 386 and a half, somewhere in that area is a potential target to the downside. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Could you trade the upside? You could if you got a gap up and a retest and a bounce off the 400, but 406 is resistance. I'd be a little hesitant trying to pick up $3 or $4 on a $400 stock. When this thing moves about $8.50 a day, I'd want to see a little more movement than we've got setting up for the bull on this one. And you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.